Joe Cook here to Sports C4. This Monday evening, bringing you another weekend recap. We start with hockey. On Saturday night, the Alaska Nanooks were looking to sweep the Mercyhurst Lakers after an incredible 5-4 victory on Friday night. In the first, Lakers would strike first on a 5-on-3 power play after senior Michael Quinn was ejected for a questionable checking from behind call. And Daniel O'Donohue, he put the Lakers on the board first. He finished with a score and 2 assists to lead all skaters. Mercy scored on another power play in the second period with Kyle Just. The score's 2-0 Lakers, and UAF once again came back. Tyler Morley got it going for the Nooks with his score. Less than 5 minutes left in the second. 5 minutes into the third, Garrett Perry got one past Jimmy Sargent after the assist from Joey Davies. His first career point for the Nanooks. It's now a 2-2 game. Then Nolan Heisman, he scored the go-ahead goal crashing towards the net a little over 3 minutes later to give the Alaska a 3-2 lead. But Matthew Zay scored the equalizer on another power play to tie it up halfway through the third. Alaska was 3 of 11 on penalty kills. Sargent had 31 saves on 34 shots, and John Keeney made 29 stops on 32 shots. They didn't allow a goal in the rest of the third period or in the overtime session. This game ends in a 3-3 tie.
You go into the third period and you're down a goal, and we get the lead right away, and then you end up killing 8 minutes or almost half the period. You're killing penalties, and they're bound to get one sooner or later. So that's kind of what I took away from it. I thought that it was a pretty good hockey game, but I think at the same time we can look back and definitely we didn't put our best effort forth.
I don't think you can ever really be satisfied with a tie. I think if we would have played 60 minutes the way we can, I think that we could have got the win. But we got to move past it now and have a really good week of practice and get ready for Northern.
And the Ice Dogs bounced back from their 2-1 loss to the Austin Bruins on Friday night with a win on Saturday night. Fairbanks went up 2-0 in the first 5 minutes of the game with Chandler Marjorie and Lonnie Clary goals and held off the Minnesota Magicians for a 4-2 win. It's their 10th W of the season. 4 different players scored and 8 different players had assists for Fairbanks. Patrick Munson made 20 saves on 22 shots for the Dogs. However, even with the win, the Kenai Brown Bears are on top of the Midwest Division for now. Winners of 7 straight. The Wilderness is second, followed by the Ice Dogs. Fairbanks will finish its 4-game road slate this weekend with 2 games against the Wenatchee Wild. And the UAF cross-country team was in the GNAC championship races over the weekend and had some improvements from their runners despite similar team finishes in consecutive seasons. The women's team repeated in 8th place, but senior Allison McFeeters led a team of 7 freshmen. McFeeters ran a PR of 21 minutes 36 seconds in the 6K race, finishing in 23rd place, which was 20 spots better from a year ago and over a minute faster as well. Nicole Bath led the freshman class, coming in at 46 for scoring with the 22-minute 34-second time. And for the men's team, redshirt sophomore Ross McDougal leads the Harriers again, finishing the 8K in 26 minutes 2.8 seconds, which was 25th in scoring and 27th overall. 3 Nooks finished within 10 seconds of each other for 37th, 41, and 44 in scoring positions as the men's team finished in 7th place, which is a place up from a year ago. UAA swept the titles as the women's team won their 5th straight. The men won their 4th straight, just 3 points over Western Washington. The Nooks will be back on the trails on November 9th for the NCAA Western Region Championships in Spokane, Washington. And the state champions in high school football were decided over the weekend. West defeated Service 28-16 to become the 4A state champs for the large schools. The West Eagles are the first team other than South or Service to win the state title in the past 2 seasons. West won a state title in 2010 for the medium school. Soldotna won 56-49 over Juneau for their 2nd straight medium schools title. And also over the weekend, the Greatland Conference Awards were announced. Monroe's Bobby Pace was named Coach of the Year. Pace led a Monroe team that had 11 to 15 players, mostly 13 most of the year, to their first state title game appearance against the Nikiski Bulldogs. The Rams won a share of the Greatland Conference regular season crown, going 5-1. They were the #1 seed going to the playoffs, courtesy of a coin flip. Isleson's Tony Griffith was named Offensive Player of the Year, amassing over 1,600 yards of offense and 25 touchdowns for the Ravens. Isleson's Kenyon Kincaid shared Lineman of the Year honors with Brandon Derryfield of Valdez. And here are the first team Greatland Conference recognitions. Nikiski's Luke Johnson was named Player of the Year for the Bulldogs. For Monroe, Michael Novell's on the first team at tight end and interior defensive lineman. Tyler Wells was at quarterback. Scooter Bynum as a wide receiver, defensive back, and return specialist. Alex Callahan was also first-team DB and wideout in his all-conference at kicker. Grant Olson at guard and outside linebacker for the Rams. And Dylan Gavora, a senior at Monroe, was at fullback and middle linebacker. And Peter Button at center for Monroe. Allison was also represented on the first team with Ryan Crooks at tackle, Caleb Dunlap at defensive back, and Jaheim Prelude at outside linebacker. Well, it wouldn't be a weekend recap without the I-5, the interior top 5 plays, right? Of course not. So check these out. At number 5, UAF's Sam Hartoon gets 21 kills in a 4-set loss to Central Washington Thursday, despite having an upset stomach, making it 3 matches with 65 kills. At number 4, Marissa King was king of the court, if you will, with a game-high 18 kills on Tuesday night, and the Rams rallied for a 3-1 win over North Pole on senior night in Boileau Hall. And at number 3, more volleyball, as senior Lauren Slater aces the game winner at West Valley's senior night. With their sweep of the Allison Ravens, all 6 seniors played the entire game for the Wolfpack. And then at number 2, we go to the ice. UAF's J.D. Peterson has a laser of a shot. The goal goes in after Tyler Morey's face-off win. J.D. Peterson's goal sparked a huge comeback against Mercyhurst on Friday night for the big comeback win. And then at number 1, it was the game winner. Seniors Colton Beck and Cody Kunick complete the comeback, scoring a shorthanded power play goal. And this game-winning goal by Kunick, as the 2 captains scored and assisted on 3 of the 4 unanswered goals to come back for a 5-4 win on Friday night. After trailing 1-4, it was a 3rd straight come-from-behind victory for the Nooks. To select the play of the week, go to our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter pages at KTVF Joe Cook and at KTVF 11 Sports and tell us the play of the week. And that'll be announced on Friday. And that'll do it for sports tonight. Thanks for rocking with me for a little while. Mike Schultz is next with your full weather forecast, and we'll catch you next time.